Just in case they ain't get the picture the first time around.
I see you, hater. My motivator. Y'all make me greater. Yeah.
Got me a bucket of soap and water. Let me sit it right here. Finna start wet sanding the truck. I'm not gonna wet sand all that. Well, I'm finna spray the jambs on the truck, but I'm gonna spray the roof when I spray these jambs because you know it's a cutoff line right here, so I can spray the truck. See, it's a cutoff line now, so I can mask the roof off when I spray the truck. But I'm finna start scuffing up the jambs here, and the top, I'll be wet sanding the top. I'm not gonna scuff the top up. Also gonna be spraying up under the hood here. The air done went out on this side. It's been sitting up because I've been spraying the actual doors and the hatch. I'll take you in the booth and show you those. But I'm gonna spray this as well. Let me take you inside. Well, I got the doors over here. Let me go over here first. Here's the doors here. Ain't no sun out, but you still can see the flop. I sprayed these about 4 days ago. I sprayed the hood and the hatch and the side skirts yesterday. Let me take you inside and show you those. Okay, I sprayed this yesterday. It haven't been 24 hours. I think I started spraying it around about this time yesterday. But it's dry to the touch, but you don't want to handle it because you can scratch it up. The clear is not hard yet. Let me get some sandpaper here. I think we're gonna use 400. I'm gonna use 400 on the top. And on the jambs itself, I'm gonna be using some Scotch-Brite. If I can find the box. Here it go. Here go the box here. We're gonna take it outside and get started. Blow it off first. I'm gonna open this top so I could be able to sand and spray all that, so I can sand up in there. I got a block here, but I'm not gonna block this roof. I'm just gonna tear me a piece in half that I had on the block already. It's not no fresh sheet. I'm just gonna take my hand, keep my hand flat like this here, cause it ain't no body work or nothing. Everything's still flat, so ain't no need to blocking it. Plus it's on the roof, but you don't want to have your fingers open like that because you'll see that in the surface. It's a couple of spots up here that I did some body work on. That spot there, it's another spot over there. I'll block those areas there, but the rest of it I'm just gonna use my hand. On this molding here, I'm gonna pull it up and get some paint up on that. As you can see, they didn't get no paint up on that, and that's where they started chipping first at, right here. But I'm also gonna sand it as well up on that. And how I keep it lifted up when I paint it, I put a rope up on that. It'll keep it up so I'll be able to get some paint where it need to be. But I'm gonna feather edge this part here. We don't want to paint the bridge like it did before. You can see where it had bridged. You can see what I done did and what I haven't done. I wiped it so I can inspect it. Some of the spots I gotta go back over where you still see where it shine at. You wanna dull that off, like right there. Gotta go back over that. And I also found some scratches back here that I gotta fill. Right here. I done feather edged this. This where that clear had built up with the hatch go. And it's like a piece of molding that go here. I guess they didn't take it off and it had built up, so I feather edged it. 3 more scratches over here that I gotta fill. But I haven't touched that area there. I just did from here over. But like I said, I still gotta go over a lot of where it's still shine at. I got the top done, also up under the hood and the hatch. I did all that wet sanding. On the Jambs itself, I'm gonna use maroon Scotch Brite. Except down here, I wet sand this here where the prime at. But the rest I'm just gonna use maroon Scotch Brite. Scotch Brite kinda wet, but it ain't gonna matter though. It never fails, y'all. The rain just came out of nowhere. So I just started wet sanding. Gotta get it done. I hope it slack up. I'm finished with all the sanding now. I'm finna take some soap and water, wash everything down before I pull it in the shop. Pour it in the shop, ready to be masked up. I still gotta blow out some of the cracks because you can see water still up in there. I had let it sit outside for a while, but it still got water in some of the cracks. So you wanna make sure you ain't got no water. So when you start spraying, you don't spray no water out because it's not gonna mix with your paint. So let me go ahead and mask it off and I'll cut you back on. On this windshield weather stripping here, see how I got it lifted up? Instead of just using some masking tape, masking up to it, then you have that paint line. I'm trying to get some paint up under there. You could use a rope, but I'm using some foam masking. It's some masking tape where it's foam. You can use it in door jambs, but I'm just stuffing it up in there. But you can use a rope like I said. Same process. Then I'll go back and mask it off at the top just to keep it lifted up. Here's the masking tape on the molding. Also went on to mask that antenna off. All the mask and tape laid down. I just went around and did my outline on the doors itself with the jambs. I back mask. I put the tape on this side so I won't have no paint line. But the rest of it, I just taped it normal. Also on I back mask this area too as well. And the hats. Now I take my painter's plastic and I'm gonna cover the whole entire truck. Then I go back and cut out the engine bay. I just cut out all this here. Everywhere that I'm gonna paint at, I cut it out. Also the top. All the masking done. Let me walk you around. Show you what I got. Engine bay. It's the top. The jambs. Make sure the tape pressed down all over. I decided to go ahead and paint behind the gas lid. On this back here, I'm just going to spray probably from here to here. I just took it back this far so it won't be no hard paint line, because the hatch, it covers a lot of this up. Also masked off the threads so I won't put no paint on them. Be hard to put the nuts back on. Looks like we're ready for some base, but we need to wipe it down first with some wax and grease remover. Then we'll spray our base. Here's 3 coats of base. I wasn't gonna spray until tomorrow, but I decided to start it tonight. I think that was a bad idea because I done got tired. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna quit wearing my head because you don't want to be spraying and you wear out. So I'm gonna let this sit. Come out here first thing in the morning. As soon as the sun come up, it done got hot out here also. So I'm gonna quit wearing my head. But here's the 3 coats. It's still flashing off. I think it's about 8 o'clock now. I'm gonna come out here around 6 o'clock in the morning. Finish up, I'll take it off. But I'll cut y'all back on in the morning. It's gonna be about 3 seconds though on y'all end. Here's the following morning. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my tack rag and tack it off because I'm pretty sure we got some overspray on it on the top. I'm also gonna make sure all my tape still laying down in place. Tack rag here, it's a dry tack. I'll probably just use this old one here. Let me see, maybe I can show you. I need some gloves on, but I'm gonna make sure I don't touch the surface though. You can see that green now. Here's 3 coats of the pearl. Now we'll mix this clear. Get the clear on, it should be good. Just 3 coats of clear. It's been about 30 minutes since I sprayed the last coat. What y'all think about it? Get in the comment section, let me know. It's about the color. Do y'all think that red pearl go good with this lime green? Now, I gotta put all this back together. Took me a while to paint all this. I painted the doors separate. I think I painted them, all 4 doors at one time. Then I painted the hood and the hatch and the side skirts. Also the grill at one time. Then I painted this here. It's a long process. You gotta consider letting everything dry before you be able to pull it out or handle it. But this is it. Gotta put everything back together. Then I'll be ready to shoot the truck itself. That dent right there, it's covered up by the side skirt. That's why I don't worry about fixing it. I need to unmask this here before the clear bridge. See, this is what I was talking about. If I would have masked it up here, I would have had a hard line. But since I put the tape back here, it's feather edge, where it's feathered out. I can easily sand that when I start wet sanding the truck. Y'all stay tuned.
Never stop.